Hi, good morning. Welcome to my kitchen. I've got lots of things out on my worktop, as you can see. Today's recipe is going to be minestrone soup. That staple, that really warming, hearty meal. Okay, so we're starting with 900 ml of vegetable stock. So we've got vegetable stock cubes, and to make 900 ml, I'll need 2 stock cubes and some boiling water. I've boiled the kettle ahead of time. Ooh, being all prepared, look at me. Right, 1 stock cube in. And another one. Okay, and then we'll fill up the jug with 900 ml of boiling water. So that's quite a lot of liquid. However, it is a soup. Grab a spoon and get that going whilst I look at what happens next. So the method for this is to add all the chopped vegetables to the slow cooker and add all of the ingredients except for kidney beans, cannellini beans, spinach and the pasta. I'm using macaroni. Okay, whilst that's getting nicely steeped, I'm going to open up my can of chopped tomatoes. These, I've got red kidney beans, and instead of cannellini beans, I'm using chickpeas because that's what I've got in my cupboard. These are going to be added later when I get back from work. So I'm just opening up my can of chopped tomatoes. Okay, so that's the liquids done. I need to chop an onion and some celery. So let's just do the celery first because it's easier. Chopping the ends off, get rid of the ratty bits. And just rough cut. Okay, I've decided not to put all of the celery in. My husband isn't a fan of celery, and I think that looks about as much as what he would put up with. Take the lid off the slow cooker and we'll get those in, and then chop the onion. Okay, a roughly chopped onion goes in, not the peel. Get rid of all of the debris. Okay, now we are supposed to be adding 2 medium carrots, quarter sliced. I'm not chopping carrots, I'm going to get my frozen veg. So frozen mixed vegetables, got carrots, sweet corn, peas. I think it'll be nice in a minestrone. Okay, so we've added the chopped veg. So now we add the liquid. We're going to add in our vegetable stock and our tin of chopped tomatoes. So colourful. I will show you the slow cooker once I've added the rest of the ingredients. So now I need 50 grams of Parmesan cheese. I am using the grated Parmigiano, whatever this is. In this pack is 100 grams, so I'm using about half of this pack. Okay, it looks like quite a lot. Anyway, I'll put this aside and use on the top of a spag bol another day or something like that. So good, that's that done. 30 grams of tomato paste. So again, just a bit of a guess. Squirt some in. 4 garlic cloves. Well, you know my favourite garlic tube. 1 teaspoon is 1 garlic clove. So it's probably about that much. So easy, so clean. Favourite of mine. So all that we need to add next is a bay leaf, and 5 grams of oregano. This has got 12 grams in, so a very generous sprinkling of oregano. Give that a stir. Okay, I will give you a closer up view of what the slow cooker is looking like right now. So here is what the slow cooker is looking like now we've added all of those ingredients in. We still have things to add when I get home. The recipe says to put this on, put the lid on, and cook on low for 7 hours, 7 to 8 hours. I will be back in around about 8.5 hours to add the rest of what we need to put into our minestrone. Oh, I was just getting dressed and thought, funny how we didn't need salt and pepper. Read the recipe again, and I was supposed to season it. Oh, take the lid back off. I'm glad I remembered before I set out. Can you imagine being at work and thinking I didn't add the salt and pepper? Anyway, here we go. Season it with salt and pepper. Right, clean spoon, because I'd put the other one in the dishwasher already. Okay, give it another stir. There we are. And now I really am going to work. See you later. Hello, back from work. So it's been about 9.5 hours since we set this to cook. Let's take the lid off and have a little look at how it's getting on. Okay, looking good, smelling good. Give it a stir. Okay, good. It's still very wet in there. It hasn't sort of thickened. It's still quite water-like. It won't be watery with all of that stock in, I'm sure. But now it's time for us to add the beans. So we've got to add our kidney beans and chickpeas. Now, if you remember, the recipe said cannelloni beans, but I'm using chickpeas instead. So that's a tin of 400 grams. There we are. So the whole tin is going in. I'll just quickly open the tin and drain. So kidney beans, opened and drained. They are all going in. Chickpeas, opened and drained, all going in. It's getting quite full. And I still need to add the macaroni yet and the spinach. Hopefully there'll be room. Okay. 150 grams of pasta, macaroni, whatever you have. And it's 500 grams, but it has been opened. So I'm just going to guess. Just going to judge it by the size of the packet. I think probably about that much. So seal that up for another day. And 60 grams of spinach. So got some spinach here. I'm going to give that a little stir before I just pop some spinach in. Just a few handfuls. Ready to wilt down. So quite a full cooker now. Now it says to put on high for 20 minutes. So I'm so hungry as well. I have to wait another 20 minutes. Anyway, never mind. Pop the lid on, turn it to high, and then I'll go and make a cup of coffee and try and forget that it's cooking. We'll see you in about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been in the slow cooker now, another 30 minutes. Let's take the lid off and give it a stir. The spinach hasn't wilted down as what I thought it would. Let's hope the macaroni is cooked. Stir that in a little bit more, I think. It's looking really nice. I love the colours in this. Just going to have a little taste of the macaroni to make sure it's properly cooked through. Mm. Hopefully there'll be room. It doesn't look like it is. No, I think that macaroni needs a bit longer. But husband is home wanting his tea, so what I'm going to do is serve it into the bowls and pop it in the microwave just to finish off. You can probably hear the microwave now on. I'm putting it in for 2 minutes each bowl, and we're going to sit and serve, and if the macaroni is not quite cooked through, we'll let you know. Okay, time to test whether it's a chuck and cook or a cook and chuck. It's quite hot, it's been in the microwave. You haven't even tasted it yet.
I'm just following you. Has it got celery in it?
A little bit.
I hate celery.
Well, you don't have to eat. You don't have to eat the celery.
Oh, I've tasted celery.
Pick it out if you don't. Right, careful, it might burn your mouth, so. I think you can manage a little bit more than that.
Yeah, it's nice, very nice.
Is it a chuck and cook? Or a cook and chuck?
Pasta's not cooked.
Okay, so
It's a chuck and cook.
Okay, but just longer for the macaroni.
Yeah.
Right, longer for the macaroni, or perhaps cook the macaroni ahead and put it in cooked. But otherwise it is very
nice.
tasty, and it looks very colourful.
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely.